Hi guys, today we're at Clifton Park. Um, as usual, I'm on my journeys to parks for attempts at EX Ray passes. That's one of the main reasons that I'm here. But while I'm here, I wanted to speak to you guys a little bit about like how the Generation 3 Pokemon, the 50 that Niantic added, is going. Whether I'm enjoying it or not. Which Pokemon that they've released I like, all stuff like that. But first of all, there's a raid here that I've not done. A Mawile or Mawile. You guys know that I'm not very good at pronouncing these names. I know I'm not very good at pronouncing these names. But I mean, I don't know anything about this Pokemon. I've not researched it. I don't know what the counters are. It's a level 2. I should be okay. So I'm going to give this a go. I'm going to spend my raid pass. I'm going to give it a go. Because I've not got this one yet. Let's have a go at this one. So, wait, it's giving me Rhydons. I don't know whether that's any good. Rhydons and Tyranitars. We'll go with that. We'll see what happens. So, Gen 3 guys. What do you guys think? I mean, it's a few days in now. I'm still excited about it. I've found the starters, yeah. Every time they fetch out a group of starters, there seems to be some that are more common than others. For example, I don't know whether it's because I live in England and they've added weather effects, but Mudkip seems to be fairly common. I've caught Mudkip, I've seen, is it Swampert's the big one? Mudstomp, is it? The second evolve up. I've seen that one and caught it. Yeah, more prevalent than the others. I've seen my friends, I've not personally, they've caught random spawns of Torchic. I visited a Torchic nest, but it was at night, so I couldn't film. So they seem to be like the middle of the road, less common than Mudkips. And Trico, however, and Grovyle, Sceptile, they seem to be a lot more uncommon. I don't know whether that's because initial reports say that Sceptile is going to be the best, like the best grass Pokemon that's out there, better than your regular Solar Beam grass Pokemon like Exeggutor, stuff like that. That's initial reports that I've read. So they seem to be like rarer. I have caught one, and it was a weather spawn that I caught, a Shrieko. I've also caught a Grovyle, which I believe was a weather spawn. So yeah, that's common. Oh, here we go. Mawile. Let's do this. Well, ground attacks are super effective. Whoa, look at the size of that mouth. That's huge. It's like half cute, half monstrous. That is something that I do enjoy about Generation 3. The art style is very, very, very good. I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but if I hadn't have been around during Gen 1, I think Gen 3 would have been my favourite. That goes to Gen 1 because I was there at the beginning and I've got really fond memories of those Pokemon. But Gen 3, the art style is really, really good. Seems like I'm going to use one Pokemon. Which is either testament to the fact that I've got really good Pokemon for fighting this, or this Mawile is not actually that strong a raid boss. But yeah, very good. Very, very, very good. I like this. I like how it looks, at least. Very cool Pokemon. I suppose it's only a Tootskull, isn't it? I haven't done an Absol yet either. That's on my list. That's on my to-do list. There we go. 833. I don't know whether that's any good, but we'll find out when we let Candela run through her thing, if I catch it. Boo! No gym control. It's Mystic. Rightio. Oh, it's yellow already. I'll give that a pin up. Oh. Oh, bad throw, but it's going in. Doesn't matter that it's a bad throw. We've got it. Into the Pokédex it goes. Mawile. Steel Fairy. Oh, that's a pretty unique combination. Well, it simply amazes. Strong hit points, the strongest defense. 15 defense, 15 hit points. Could be a good one, this. Astonish and Play Rough. No evolves though, and looking at the bar, it looks like it probably maxes out just below 2000. So, well, I might have got a good one. I like how it looks, and this is a positive thing for me regarding Gen 3. There are lots of Pokemon that I like the look of, and that's important to me when I'm collecting Pokemon or using Pokemon. So, I'm going to have a wander around, I think. I might take a few gyms down, and I'll talk to you guys more about Generation 3 in a while. So, we're here at this gym in Clifton Park. I'm going to take it down. There's only 2 Pokemon in it. I'm going to take it down and put my Pokemon in, and I'm going to talk to you guys about the rest of the Generation 3 Pokemon that I've seen and what I find interesting about it, really. I've seen that I've had some Ralts, which evolves into Curlier and then evolves into Gardevoir, which is one of my favourites from Gen 3. I think that the grouping of it is extremely powerful. The fact that it's Psychic and Fairy means that its resistances are quite good, although its defense and hit points leave a little bit to desire, but I like it. There was reports that the CP have been nerfed quite significantly. It seems like that's not entirely true. There might have been a nerf, I'm not sure, but it seems like a decent Gardevoir can go to about CP 3000, which is a fairly strong Pokemon, especially given its grouping. I mean, it has access to Dazzling Gleam, which in my opinion is one of the stronger moves in the game. I mean, you've got it's a 2-bar charge move. It's 100 damage for each charge that you do, which is fairly significant. I mean, especially given that it's a Fairy type move, so will be super effective against Latias and Latios. I would have thought super effective against Rayquaza. So yeah, I really like that one. It's interesting how they've got around Slack Off and Slacking's Truant. The quick attack does no damage. Whoops. That'll teach me to not look at what I'm doing. The quick attack does no damage, and you're concentrating entirely on charge moves. So it's huge CP, its huge ability to deal damage, its huge attack stat is offset by the fact that its quick attack does no damage and you're relying entirely on charge moves. That is an interesting development. It's an interesting way of them getting around it until they introduce a new battle system and introduce abilities, if they even choose to do that. So that's interesting. I've really thought that that was a good way of dealing with it. What else has come? Some of the lower powered ones, like Poochyena and Zigzagoon, they're pretty cool looking Pokemon. I mean, they're cute, and I'm not sure they've got much use, but they're easy to evolve. Could be easily used as fodder. I mean, Poochyena and Mightyena are dark types, so a moderately powered dark type, if you pick up a decent wild spawn, could be useful. Oh, somebody's put a Blissey in here while I was battling it. That's an interesting development. I didn't think that you were allowed to do that when a gym was being battled. Has it given me... It hasn't given me my Machamp. Oh well, that's an interesting development, isn't it? And I don't see anyone around here. Naughty spoofing, maybe. Can't see anyone. That's an interesting development. Yeah, the low power ones are okay. It seems like Wurmple's evolve is entirely random, so it's not based on gender, it's not based on night and day, so it evolves up into Beautifly or the moth, can't remember what the moth's called, entirely randomly, and the intermediate, the metapod stage as it were, like Silcoon and I can't remember the names of it, but it's entirely random. That's interesting. Oh, this Bliss is naughty. Dropped in this gym right on top of me. Won't stop me. I'll just keep going. There we go. So yeah, the Pokemon that they've dropped, quality, interesting, nice looking Pokemon. They have their own unique style. It feels different. It feels like the meta has shifted ever so slightly. It will shift even more when Salamence comes in. I haven't seen anybody report a Bagon hatch or spawn anywhere. I've not seen any of the Aggron line of evolutions anywhere. So yeah, definitely interesting, guys. Definitely interesting. Look at this Blissey that's been put in front of me. Nearly C3 3000. Grr. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not using my Dragonite against this Blissey. I think this one's got Dazzling Gleam. Mine's got Dazzling Gleam. Should I be telling you guys that? You guys probably know. Probably seen it on my screen. Let's see whether I get hit with a golden raspberry. I have a feeling that I might. If it was a smoother. Country Lad, this trainer name is. Have you seen the place where I'm at? I'll show you once I beat this. I'm inside a cool bandstand, which I think's pretty awesome. The weather's not very good, so I'm finding interesting places to film while I'm here. Although, last I looked, it was down as raining, which has increased Mudkip spawns, at least for me, so gets me further towards that Swampert evolution. Because I've got a good one, 96%. I hatched out of an egg, which is pretty good. No golden raspberry. Thank you very much. This gym is now mine. Let's see how long I hold it for. Just I should have checked this before I started. There we go. There's my Blissey. Let's leave my mark here properly. My 100% Blissey. Fully healed up. And there we go, guys. I think I'm going to leave it at that today. There's my opinion on Gen 3 and where it's at. Oh, I said I'd show you this thing, didn't I? So let's have a look. Gyms, man. Cool places to visit. That's why I like coming to these places. It's an added bonus that EX Ray passes are available from coming to these places. I mean, I've got a chance over there. I mean, there's a Charmeleon over there that I'm not sure that I'll do. Charmeleon Candy, or Charmander Candy, should I say? I think that's it for now. In summary, Gen 3, it's going well so far. I think Gen 3 is going to go down as one of my favourite generations. I loved Gen 1. Wasn't so much of a fan of Gen 2. There was some cool stuff in Gen 2, but overall, now Gen 3, it's looking good. Changes the meta. Interesting looking Pokemon. Their own unique style. It's going well so far, guys. I really am enjoying Pokemon Go at the moment. I mean, they've fired off a good shot here, Niantic, giving us this stuff in winter. Last year in winter, I dropped off a little bit. I didn't play as much. Even during January when they dropped, I think it was January when they dropped Generation 2. Didn't play as much. Now, I'm back. I can only base my opinions on my own motivations. I'm playing heavily throughout the winter. I'm in parks at night time collecting Pokemon. It's good. It's all good. It's all good. It's just a shame that it's so dark and I can't film in those locations at night. But I can film here during the day. Film here during the day. It's good. It's all good. Gen 3 has got my seal of approval. See you in the next video, guys.